What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the second episode of Summer Shred. And let me tell you, it's a good one. So in today's episode, we're gonna be finding out how much weight, if I lost any weight in my first week. We're gonna be recapping everything I ate in my first week, my step count for the first week, the amount of workouts I did for my first week, and an update on my back injury. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I will be documenting this entire 8-week Summer Shred with a new episode every single week. And if while you're watching the video, if you enjoy the video, make sure you give it one of these or possibly even 2 of these. I would greatly appreciate that. And then comment below how your Summer Shred is going so far with it being your second. And then you guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. And I will catch you guys in the next one. So today is June 8th, which means we have officially hit the 1-week mark of the Summer Shred. I weighed in this morning and I weighed in at 209.1. So if we're going off of what I weighed last week, I weighed 211.4 last Saturday. So if we're just going off of week to week, then I'm down 2.3 pounds, which is money. Now, if I'm going off of basically the average of the week, then after all my days of taking my weight, including today, which was my lowest day, my average is 210.1. So my average went down 1.3. That's why I always track both of them to see exactly where I'm at. I did my morning check-in with my visual. I think I look a little bit leaner than I did last week, but again, it's only 1 week, so it's not gonna be major changes. Make sure you guys are following my Instagram, because my Instagram, I'm basically doing a shred post like every other day or something, kind of updating you guys on how I am looking and feeling. So what I got this morning is I got to get my cardio in, my run. I went to the chiropractor on Tuesday. And I don't know how I feel about chiropractors. You guys are gonna have to tell me how you guys feel about chiropractors. If there's any chiropractors that are watching this, don't take offense to this. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this chiropractor was trying to make some money off of me. So I got an x-ray, she looked at the x-ray, she looked over me, like basically talked to me for an hour and then gave me what her plan was to get me back to, well, she said she can't fix me. She said my back is what it is, but she could try and get rid of the problem that it's causing me. Anyway, long story short, she said she'd like to do a 9-week program with me where it's going to cost me about $3,000. I'm not down to pay $3,000 to possibly fix my back. I'm just going to do the things that I usually do to try and make it feel better and go from there. But I noticed that the only time my lower back is hurting is actually when I walk on the treadmill. Kind of weird. If I wake up and go for a run, it's not too bad. Now, mind you, I've only done my longest runs this week have only been 3 miles. Since it is Saturday, today is going to be the longer run. I'm not really quite sure. It's going to be kind of based off of how my back feels as I'm running. What I'm currently sipping on: 2 scoops of Intra-Formance, which is basically going to be my carb and electrolyte powder that's going to fuel me for this run. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to go. I would like to get 6 miles, but if my back starts feeling weird, then I'll have to cut it short. But I'm going to get warmed up, loosened up, make sure my back is right, and then I'm going to hit the road before it gets hot, because it's already 80 degrees and it's only 6 o'clock. But it should be a good day. Well, run is done. I'm not happy with how it went at all. Felt super, it was difficult. I don't know why, it felt really difficult. I don't know, I switched out my shoes. So I have been running in the shoes that I've done the High Rocks in, the Pumas.
But I switched it out today because I figured, okay, it's gonna be a zone 2 run. It's gonna be, I'm hoping to go a little bit longer than the 3 miles I've been doing. So I put on my Hokas, and I don't know if that would made a difference because there's so much cushion in them, but it did. My lower back's not feeling good right now, and it just didn't feel like a good run. Like my breathing wasn't good, and even my paces were pretty bad. So let me look at the stats for this thing. So I ended up doing 4 miles in 41 minutes and 39 seconds. My average heart rate was 143 beats per minute, and my pace was 10:22. So I think last week when I did my 3 miles for my first run, my pace was like below 10. I'm pretty sure it was. But it is what it is. You're gonna have some bad days. Today's probably just a bad day. Honestly, I think it's a bad day because I think I've been dreading it all week, knowing that I was gonna have to do a longer run. So I think mentally maybe I just went in with the wrong mindset, because mindset is everything. So anyways, it is currently 7:04. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on the treadmill and get some steps in. I've been trying to do 10-minute increments throughout the day as much as I can, because I said, I think my last video, for every 10 minutes I walk, it's roughly about 1,000 steps. So my goal for this summer shred, and I'll show you guys my weekly numbers, because again, I track my calories, I track my steps, and I track my weight. I'll show you what that looks like on an average for the week, because I think you should track everything daily instead of just tracking it once a week, because that one day that you do track your weight or whatever it may be, if you have a bad day, then mentally it's gonna mess you up and be like, man, I didn't lose any weight, or oh, I only lost half a pound. That's why I do the weekly averages, and then obviously weighing in the same time, same day every week for the weekly check-in. So I'm gonna get some steps, and then by the time I'm done with that, I'll go inside, and Cassie and Adeline should be up for breakfast, and it's Saturday, so you guys know what that means. Good morning. Good. Oh my gosh, did he get donuts on a diet while he's trying to shred fat? Yes, I did, and there's a reason why. Because my little girl looks forward to donuts with her daddy every Saturday. Just as much as she looks forward to playing Bowser with me and me reading with her every single night. So, my daughter did not sign up to do the diet. My daughter did not sign up to do the shred with me. So, I do not feel that it is right that I punish my daughter, because when we go inside, you will see my daughter's reaction and how much she loves getting donuts on Saturday with her daddy. Now, granted, she does not eat donuts. For all the people that are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't feed your daughter donuts. First of all, she's my daughter, not yours. Second of all, this is her like reward, and she looks forward to it and the joy that she sees. I'm not going to take that away from her because I'm trying to lose some fluff. Now, that being said, if you got to ask yourself, are you going to be the dad or the parent that when it's your child's birthday, or even your birthday, for instance, next week we got Father's Day, and I know my wife wants to take me out to breakfast or lunch or something like that. I'm not going to be the guy that is like, oh no, I can't do that. I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm trying to lose fluff. Because I see it as you're not like enjoying the moments with your family and special occasions. Don't take that out of your life and when you're trying to lose weight. And the reason why I do not believe, one, I'm not stepping on stage, so it's not that serious. Two, I don't believe you should take those moments out of your life, because when it comes down to it and you're on your deathbed, I don't think you're going to be saying, man, I wish I would have, given up that donut with my daughter, or I wish I would have not cheated on Father's Day and ate the way I was supposed to. I don't think it's going to come down to that. I think you would more be saying like, man, I shouldn't have taken the diet that serious, and I should have enjoyed that time and those moments with my family. So I'm a firm believer, if you've been following the channel, about balance. Now, that being said, since I am eating these donuts today, that means I have to sacrifice calories either like prior to the week or after today. Now, the good thing about that is my daughter doesn't have to pay for that. So my daughter will enjoy her regular routine of donuts with her daddy. and I will be the one that has to pay for it. And I'm gonna have to pay for it either by cutting out calories, increasing my step count, getting more cardio in, probably all 3 of those, because I plan on enjoying these donuts. So the moral of the story is, even though you are trying to lose weight, trying to shred fat, trying to lose body fat, whatever it may be, doesn't mean you have to give up your... Now daily, obviously I can't eat donuts every single day with my daughter. I can't eat out every single, every day with my family or whatever. That being said, when you have those special occasions, I am a firm believer that you should plan accordingly and make sure that you're able to hit your goals and at the same time be able to partake in family activities. Now, when I wake up tomorrow, obviously my weight on the scale is going to be a little bit higher. But again, I'm not basing my whole diet thrown out the window just because I'm going to have 3 donuts. That's right, 3 of these bad boys. So I'm going to go inside and you're going to see if she's awake. She may not be awake, but I will show you guys the reaction that I get when she knows that she's going to have some donuts with her daddy. So let's go check out a good moment.
Good morning, Mama.
Do you have doors?
Why do you look so sad? What do you think?
Doors.
Is that what you think? Should we go check? That's a good one. That's the one I was gonna choose. Cheers.
How's
Oh,
yours,
Halo's-
Mommy?
I do love
How's
Halo stuff.
yours, door,
far.
Mama?
Oh, really good.
How's yours, Daddy?
It's amazing, Mama. How is yours?
Good.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like chocolate, though. It's so good.
Okay. What? Please have the water choking you.
All right, so it is 11:32, and we're about to kick off this whole day workout. Digested the donuts. They were muy bueno. If I'm being honest, kind of tired. Hoping that this pre-workout kicks in pretty quickly. Pre-workout for today was just 1 scoop of Intra-Formance, which I've said before, it's just basically creatine, beta-alanine, everything you need to have an effective workout, and then the megawatt for some caffeine, some pick-me-up, and then some focus so that I'm locked in for this pull workout. Now, this is the second pull workout of the week, but as of right now, like I said in my last video, Saturdays are consisting of the long run, which you saw it this morning, which in my opinion was not a very long run. What I actually might do, because I got to get steps in. Like I said, I got to hit 15,000 steps. So I may do a 1 mile warm up, and then before I get started, and then a 1 mile run after, just to get some obviously extra calories burned, since I did have 3 donuts. But anyway, what I'm going to start off with, some pull-ups. I'm going to go probably 4 sets of max pull-ups. I'm trying to shoot for maybe 10 to 12. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be more of 6 to 10. And then I'm going to superset that with dumbbell curls. Again, probably higher reps just to get the blood flowing to the biceps, because on a pull day, obviously I'm focusing on my back, lats, and my biceps. The pythons. I was watching the High Rocks World Championship because it took place yesterday. Those dudes are just fit, like on a whole different level of fitness. But who knows, maybe one day I'll be on that level. Maybe after this workout, I'll be on that level. But anyway, first exercise is gonna be, like I said, pull-ups, superset with some dumbbell curls. Should be a good one. Let's get it started.
Alright, first 2 exercises done. I'm doing supersets, like I said. So I got the pull-ups, dumbbell curls done. Then I went straight into a T-bar row. I did 4 sets, 15, 12, 12, 10, increasing each set. And then I supersetted that with dumbbell hammer curls, 15, 12, 12, 10. Minute rest in between. So now I'm on my 3rd superset. I'm doing lat pull downs, superset with reverse barbell curls. Tell you what, those pull-ups suck. I'm not very good at pull-ups. That's why I'm doing them. So for 4th exercise, I'm doing dumbbell row, 4 sets of 8, superset with barbell curl, 4 sets of 15. And then I think I got one more set after this, and then I'm thinking I might do a conditioning piece since I technically didn't do those 2 miles. Alright, so for the last superset, I'm gonna do cable, I call them lat flies. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but I call them that, so it's my channel, you do what I want. I'm gonna do 4 sets of 15. This will be like the last lat exercise. So if you haven't realized, I usually go a back exercise that's focused on like lats, superset with obviously a bicep exercise, and then I go back focused like for thickness instead of width. So when I think of lats, I think of wide back. When I think of thickness, I think of big back, like silverback, like turtle shell. That's what I'm going for. So this one is gonna be more towards a wide back, and I'm gonna superset it with, I think they're called, I don't know, some lengths, I forgot what kind of, I think they're called twists, some type of dumbbell exercise. I like doing them as a dumbbell finisher just because they absolutely suck. But I'm gonna do 4 sets of 15. I'm gonna try and keep the tempo low on this just so I'm controlled and really getting blood flow to the bicep. So last set, 4 sets of 15 on each one, and I'm gonna probably do a 30-second rest in between as a finisher. So my camera battery died when I was in my last exercise of the workout. So I was not able to film that for you guys, so I apologize about that. But all I did after, I ended up actually just walking for 20 minutes. I didn't do any conditioning. And the reason why is because I have a tendency to, when I start a new program, if it's like an 8-week or a 12-week program, I have a tendency to go super hard the first week and not have like a build-up phase. And I know that about myself. So instead of trying to do, 6 miles today or hit another, some type of Metcon at the end of my workout, I know I have legs tomorrow, and I know I have another easy run. I think it's 3 miles tomorrow. So I'm trying to stick to my actual scheduled programming, and at the same time not burn myself out. Because again, I have a tendency to go all in super hard like the first couple weeks, and then I usually don't even, by the 6th or 7th week, I'm just really not feeling it, and then I don't hit it, I guess you could say, hard for the entire 8 weeks. So I'm trying to obviously switch things up and pay attention to how my body feels and also how my mindset feels. A lot of times I get burnt out because it's like I'm trying to overdo things. I'm trying to, take out too many calories. I'm trying to get crazy amount of steps just to get results super fast. And during that workout, I was thinking, hey, you know what? Technically, I lost 2.1 pounds in 1 week, and that's exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to kind of go over what my stats were for the week and kind of show you guys that basically if you're able to track it, which I do, I know exactly what I need to do in order to lose another 2 pounds. So I'm not going to change anything I did this past week because I got the results I wanted. I'm not going to change anything until I stop losing weight and I stop getting the results. So let me kind of show you guys what my week looked like when it comes to my steps, my calories burnt, how many calories I took in, and then what my weight looked like day by day. Okay, so if we're looking at, again, I do it Sunday through Saturday. Today's Saturday, so I don't have today's stats. I'll input those tomorrow, but this is based off of basically Sunday until yesterday, Friday. So you can see that I track my weight at 211. I track my calories burnt per day. I track my steps, and then as for the amount of calories that I put in my body every single day for the past week was 2435. My macros were 219 grams of protein, 301 carbs, and then 50 grams of fat. So I know exactly what I ate basically throughout the entire week. And I think it came out to 17,010 calories for the entire week. So that's kind of how I factor in, as long as I'm hitting that calories at a weekly basis, then I should be fine. So if I have a day that I'm like at 3,000 calories, well, the next day I'll just try to be at 2,000 calories and take the averages. You'll realize that I'm all about averages when you see this. So on Sunday, I ran 3 miles. I had over 16,000 steps. I burnt 3,600 calories, and my weight was 211.2. So if you were just looking at my weight from Sunday to basically Friday, Sunday to Monday, it dropped basically a pound. Tuesday, it actually went up 0.5. Then it went down 0.2. Then it only went down 0.2. But then on Friday, it basically went down a whole pound. So that's why I like to track it daily, because you see kind of how your day basically fluctuates, and then you could see, okay, well, did I not get many steps that day? Did I burn more calories? Whatever it may be, as long as you're putting in the same amount of calories, you're gonna see your body weight fluctuate. What I notice is usually it's based off of how much water I drink. If I'm drinking a lot of water, if I'm sweating, that kind of plays a big role in how it looks. But what I've also noticed is if you diet for a week, usually by the last day, that's when you usually see the biggest drop, which if you think about it, from Sunday I was at 2.11, and then Friday I was at 209.3. So from Sunday to Friday I dropped 2 pounds, which that's roughly about what I'm expecting to see every week. And I know that as long as I'm averaging, so right now I'm at 14,899 steps. My goal is 15,000 a day. Today, obviously, I'm going to hit more than 15,000 steps, which should put me at a weekly average of 15,000 steps. Now, as long as I'm burning around 3,500 calories per day and I'm taking in 2,400 calories a day, then I should lose 2 pounds a week, hypothetically speaking. Now, obviously, when it comes to calories burned, it's not the most accurate because it's just going off my watch, and we all know how those things work. I would say it's probably 80% accurate. But one thing I can control is obviously the calories that I'm putting in, so I'm very strict on that. So moving forward, the goal is to do exactly what I did this week, all next week, and mind you, I'm going to see what happens to my weight tomorrow when I step on the scale, considering I had 3 donuts today. So moving forward from today, for the rest of the day, it's 4 o'clock right now. I'm probably going to go walk for another 10 minutes, and then after dinner, I'll probably get another 20 minutes of steps. So that's probably going to add about 3,000 steps, roughly putting me around like 18,000 steps, and then I'll see. So next week, if I'm on track, my average should be about 208. That's what I'm hoping. So we shall see. But that's why, guys, it's very important that I think it's very important that you track everything and be very data driven, because when it comes to your weight, like right now, if I was in a predicament where I didn't lose any weight this week, I have a couple options. One, I could adjust my macros. I could lower my calories. Two, I could increase my step count. That would be probably the route I'd take. I don't know if I'd mess with the calories first. I think I would more mess with, okay, let's try to get more activity throughout the day. You could also maybe throw in like more Metcons. I would go the physical way instead of the calories. I know eventually I'm probably going to plateau, and that's when I'm going to eat, like I said, maybe jump it up to 20,000 steps a day. And then I'll see if that works. If it doesn't work, then I'll probably have to factor in maybe the more steps, and then also less calories. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, because realistically this entire week at 2,400 calories, I was pretty full. I was pretty content all week. So I don't like feeling hungry, and this past week I didn't feel hungry at all. So if I'm able to keep the 2,400 calories and just still keep chipping away at that weight, that would be my goal. And then you also see, like I said, I tracked the miles for the week. So right now, I did not do, I did 4. So for the week I did 16 miles. So that's another option. If I start plateauing, I could up my weekly mileage. I could try to up it up to 20 miles a week and see how that works. Obviously that's going to also up my step count for the day. So we'll see. But if I'm being completely honest, my first week of the summer shred I'm actually very happy with. Like I said, I wasn't hungry. My workouts felt good. The only thing I'm dealing with is that stupid back injury, which I don't want to mess that up, especially, or make it worse, especially since I'm in the first week of this summer shred. I did get asked a good question last week, like, why are you doing only an 8-week summer shred? The reason why I'm doing that is because my goal is to lose 2 pounds per week. So if you do 2 times 8, that's 16 pounds. If I lose 16 pounds of where I started at 211, that should put me right around 195. If I'm sitting at 195, that should put me at about either 10% body fat or the single digits, about 9% body fat. And realistically, that's what I would love to be at. Anything lower than that, with still trying to have my performance be at a certain level, I think if I went any lower in body fat, I think my performance in the gym and on actually running would suffer, and I don't want that. So I think physically and performance wise, I think 195 I'd probably be the happiest and most content. So that is mainly why I did the 8-week program. I know a couple of you guys said that you guys are also trying to lose 16 pounds. If you guys have any questions or anything about like moving forward, also if you told me last week that you were going to do it, please comment below if you were able to lose any weight, because I want to obviously see who's all making progress with this. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys obviously took some of this knowledge, some of the stuff that I gave you could help you in losing weight. Main thing, like I said, the biggest takeaway that I hope you guys caught is the balance part between whatever your roles is. Obviously my roles in my life, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a teacher, and then I'm fitness, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't want my fitness to affect all my other roles. I want it to enhance and benefit them. And I mean, you guys saw it in the video. My daughter looks forward to her donuts with her daddy, and I look forward to my donuts with my daughter. So I'm not going to punish my daughter. I'm not going to make the people around me suffer because I'm trying to do something. I think it's all about balancing that. So I hope that helped you guys. But anyways, excited for this summer shred, and I'm excited to check in with you guys next week and see where I am at. Make a prediction. Do you think I'm going to be at 208 by next Saturday? That is the goal. Make sure you guys are also following me on Instagram, because like I said, I'm trying to post like 3 updates a week on actually my progress, some workouts, and obviously some tips that you could use for the summer shred. So until next time, stay shredded.